Well, it's that time of the year. Everyone else has done them. It's the 2021 season predictions. I've actively tried not to watch other people's videos because I didn't want to like get swayed or what's Tomo said, what's Alex said. I'm actively trying to do my own thoughts here before I check out anybody else's videos. Personally, going into the season, I want to see closer racing. I want to see a little bit more excitement at the front of the grid, but you can never really tell how Mercedes are going to show up and how their engine's going to be. It's obviously always going to be better than others, but is it going to be a 2018? Is not Ferrari but Red Bull going to be competing up there up the front, but Merck will still win it, or are they just going to run away with it like they did this season? We'll do the constructor standings first, and in 10th, I think this one's kind of a given. It's going to be Haas. They looked bad this season. They were probably one of the worst cars by the end. Even Williams and Alpha were doing better than them. And going into the season with two rookies, one who is extremely aggressive, and I can almost guarantee will have a large collection of DNFs to his name by the midpoint of the season. And the other Mick Schumacher's his first time really getting a go in one of these cars, and it's not a good car with already a pretty poor Ferrari PU. Obviously, we're hoping Ferrari will come out with something a little bit better this season, but you never know, do you, with a Scuderia? So in ninth place, I've got Alfa Romeo because I am completely unconvinced by Giovinazzi. I do not understand how he has staked a claim in this sport, and Kimi Raikkonen should have left 2 years ago. He should have left at the end of his Ferrari career, went out on a high on one of the best teams. I understand he still wants to race. I want to see new drivers in the sport, and we've seen Kimi for a long time now. Yes, it's been great. He was really good in his prime. And I'm not saying he's necessarily past it, but pretty old relative to the sport. Someone like Callum Ilott should be in that seat. They showed decent glimmers this season, don't get me wrong. I thought there was some really good opportunities for them. But again, that Ferrari PU held them back, and it was not a great car, evidently, because they couldn't even take anything out of it, really. So yeah, ninth. And eighth, I've definitely got Williams. I want to see them do better than this. I really do. And I think eighth is still a really good point for them because that would mean they would at least have some points on the board. I think this season that Williams will get points. They made strides this season, we already saw that. They've got big investment. The Williams family, however great they were, have stepped away and are allowing the team to kind of be restructured. George has been in that murk. He has taken notes in his short time there. I think there's a lot that could happen for Williams. I think we should hopefully see Q3 appearances and even a few points. I don't know about Latifi being part of that, but George certainly will be dragging this team across the line. Seventh, I've got AlphaTauri. I really like AlphaTauri. I think it's a beautiful livery, no matter what people say about the Toro Rosso livery being the best. I really like Tauri's livery. That's obviously another reason that I've got them in seventh, that above anybody else. They've got a race winner in the ranks with Pierre Gasly. Got Yuki Tsunoda, who's clearly good. Arguably, I think he should have spent another season in F2. Through no fault of his own, he wanted to make that jump to F1, and you're going to take your opportunity when you get it. He needed another season to brew, if you ask me. Throwing a rookie in there in the already toxic Red Bull environment, I think that will cause a little bit of problems. Not saying that they will underperform, but I think it will be a factor. But the problem lies in, can they compete against McLaren, Alpine, Aston Martin? I don't genuinely think so. I would love to see them make those strides forward, but I don't think it's feasible at this point. They're always going to be one of those teams for me that's just at the middle back of the queue. Doesn't mean they won't have some good performances this year. I don't see them taking a step back at all. I just think it'll be consistent with what we expect of them. Another race win for Pierre Gasly would obviously be immaculate, but I think we've seen that once in a lifetime opportunity. So maybe we'll have to wait another 12 years for some crazy moment for AlphaTauri. In six, I have Alpine. I don't rate Ocon. Bringing in Fernando Alonso as well is probably the move that they needed to make, despite their dreadful young drivers program. Fernando Alonso makes sense. They want to get him over the line. I don't know if it's a multi-year deal. If it is, that's nuts. But for coming up for this season, and they've supposed to got a better engine, it's a rebrand. Having Fernando Alonso in the lineup does make sense, but I just don't think that the Ocon Fernando Alonso lineup will work. They're pretty fiery individuals. Ocon has already shown this year that he was not up for letting Daniel through if there was any opportunities for the team to do better. I don't think Alonso would be willing to do the same for Ocon. I just see a lot of problems happening, and despite the claims of forward movement, they will drop back a wee bit and struggle against the likes of McLaren and Aston Martin. In fifth, I have Aston Martin. Can Vettel really adjust to a new team? Will he smash expectations, hit the ground running with this new car? I really hope so. Do I really see it happening? Probably not. Vettel's good. We don't know if he's past it though. Was it problems with the car last year? Did he really just not suit it? Or is Vettel just at the tail end of his career? Not to ever say that he's a bad driver. That would just be unbelievable. But I don't know how well this move will work out for him or the team. It makes sense for Aston Martin. Again, the same reason that Alpine wanted Fernando Alonso. It just fits right in with the brand. Really makes them look good from the get-go. But I don't know. Lance Stroll, good driver again. Has his moments, obviously. But I don't know. I don't see the team itself either making any forward movements. I think this will be a year that's just like, we are here, but wait till next year. And especially, can they compete with McLaren, who were hot shit last year, and with a Mercedes PU as well? We already saw what they could do without it. What can they do with it? I don't think Aston Martin can match up against that. And fourth, I obviously just mentioned McLaren, but I'm going to put Ferrari here. They're claiming that they're coming with better engine modes. Are they really going to be that much better? We've heard Ferrari say they're going to be better and just not be. I think we'll at least see some development. They really can't go backwards from where they were. This is Ferrari we're talking about. They're still one of the biggest teams in Formula One. Even if they're doing poorly, I don't see them dropping further back. Fourth seems like a fair judgment, in my opinion. Charles Leclerc, obviously extremely talented. Carlos Sainz, another really talented driver. It really depends how well Sainz can get to grips with that car. And if he can kind of match Charles' performances, I could see fourth being reasonable, if not better. But for the sake of this, I'm comfortable putting them in fourth. Third place, again, I think McLaren are going to take it. I would love to see McLaren take the fight to Red Bull. That would be really exciting. The Merc PU I feel like that's going to sort out any little problems that they do have with certain tracks. The combo of Norris and Ricciardo. Obviously, people see Sainz as maybe the better driver than Norris at points, but Norris has got this mega fan base. Last year, if you go watch Alex's F1 Stuff's videos on the qualifying performances, Lando was pretty goddamn even with Carlos. And if he can match up to Daniel Ricciardo's standards, McLaren will be doing absolute bits this year. I see multiple podiums, building on top of the two that they got last season. I see some big forward movements from McLaren coming again, and of course, McLaren Mercedes is back. That's what we love to see. We know what happened last time. I fully believe we'll be seeing a different beast when this car leaves the pit lane in winter testing. Second place. Obviously, I'm going to put Red Bull. I think it'll be the same old story we see every year. They're pulling up to Mercedes in the later season. They're actually being better than Mercedes in later season. And then inevitably, because Mercedes started working on their new car months and months ago, Red Bull will fall behind. And they won't be that great. They'll do the usual shit that they do. Checo, to be fair, will probably make that fight just a little bit tighter between first and second. But I don't fully see that being the difference maker on what Red Bull can do. There's still clearly problems with that car, their development, and how they just treat their drivers in general. Until they sort out some of those issues, they'll be firmly planted in second, no better, no worse. And in first, Mercedes. I don't want this to be the case, but assuming they do it, I can't say I'll be that angry. Watching Lewis Hamilton take that team to the heights that they've gotten to and possibly securing an 8th world title. I'm not a Lewis fanboy, but to see a British sports person do that would be absolutely crazy. Beat the Schumi record. We don't know if he's going to be in Formula 1 past this point. Will he go into the new regs? Is it really worth him doing it? Maybe not. So Mercedes will be Mercedes and do what they do, I think. Take it comfortably. Bottas will maybe fight for that wee bit, but nothing crazy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split up my predictions for 2021 between drivers and constructors into different videos, because I don't want to put too long a video out just for the sake of easily digestible content. I'll hopefully film that for me tomorrow and get that out at least the day after this video comes out. Thank you again for watching. Let me know what you expect to see from this season in the comments below. Remember to leave a like and subscribe. It really, really helps me out. Yeah, thank you very much.